Grandma, let's get this selfie. Oh! Oh, get it off! It's a spider! Grandma, it's a spider! Wait, it's off, it's off!
Oh, God.
Ah!
Bro, Spencer, what? No more!
Hey guys, it's beautiful out. Nice night.
Great weather, great weather, great weather. Come on, Ken. 6 feet apart. 6 feet apart. Great weather, guys.
Good seeing you guys. Have a good one.
If you have an old hoodie lying around, first take out the drawstring from the hoodie, cut along the middle of the sweatshirt, go ahead and puncture 2 little holes so that you can string the drawstring through it. Flip it upside down, and you're done. Introducing Red Hoodie 2.0.
Mama, the toilet's smoking. What? Mom, the toilet's smoking.
What is that?
It's smoking, hurry.
Why is the alarm going off? Is there a fire?
The toilet's
What's wrong?
smoking.
What's wrong?
No!
Oh my God, what the heck? What is that, Ben?
Harvey, how do those TikTok girls get their tops to stay up?
Oh, yeah. You just have to tuck it under. Yeah, under here.
Can you just do it?
Yes, tuck it under here. Dude, you're not wearing a bra.
What? I never wear a bra.
I'm not blushing. You're blushing.
We need to talk.
About what?
You know.
I don't know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, no, you know.
I don't know.
Really?
Yep.
Hey, look at me.
Okay.
You know what you did.
Nope.
Okay, then why do you look so guilty?
Do I?
Yes. Yes, you do.
All right, let's go.
Yo, Shaka!
Back left. Back right.
Trunk! Roof!
Hey guys, I'm doing a Hot Wheels treatment on my hair, and that's why there's a grocery bag on my head. So I'm gonna tell you about my pregnancy story. I ate a whole pizza, and that's the bun that's in the oven right now. You know what I'm talking about? There's a fork in my head.
Things only 1% of people can do. Part 6. Only 1% of people are able to use their face muscles to move their ears. Here we go, here we go. I feel him moving. I'm feeling like Dumbo. Duet this video and let me see who's in the 1%. Double tap it and follow me, and I'll come back with a part 7.
What's up, buddy? Here, I know you're hungry. Here you go.
The difference between science and magic is they're one and the same. So when life gives you an orange, you make orange juice.
Babe, come down. Let's do this challenge. We have to finish this entire drink in 5 seconds together.
Ooh, hey babe. Ooh.
What's up?
You kind of bad.
What's up, baby daddy?
What's up?
What's up, baby daddy?
What?
I said, what's up, baby daddy?
You said what?
I said, what's up? I said, what's up?
What are you doing? Gage, no, stop!
with all this rain?
Is it Joey? Beatbox sound challenge. Okay. Let's go!
Oh, babe! I think I broke your laptop. I'm so sorry.
Are you serious? Don't touch it. All my projects are on here. All my schoolwork.
I'm sorry. Let me try and
Literally
fix it.
all of my data, everything.
I can fix it. I
No,
can fix it.
you
Leave it.
can't. You broke
No, it's
it.
not. It's not.
Don't you think I look cute in this hat though?
Oh, hey, you did, bro.
Hang on a second. Come with me. Girl talk.
What do you think girls do in the bathroom?
Make out.
All right, pretty girl, you listen here and you listen good. There's only room for one of the boys. That's why it's one of the boys.
Did he eat garlic?
Yeah.
Ugh. Take this.
Don't mess with me.
Oh my God! Dad, the toilet's smoking! Hurry up! Look! Oh my God, this isn't good. This isn't good. The toilet's smoking.
Kane, hurry up! You got a fire extinguisher or something.
Mom, get the fire extinguisher! Hurry up! Oh God! Oh my God!
Jojo, if you get this question right, you have 5 seconds to grab whatever you want. Are you ready? You and your dad. Are you ready?
Yes.
Well, if you have 5 apples, 5 oranges, and 5 bananas, how much is that in total?
15.
Correct. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, let's go. Grab another one if you want. That's what's up, Jojo.
May or may not have spent the night in my car last night in the cold listening to Post Malone, one of those nights, if you can see by my face.
I didn't raise no whiner.
That's why I have issues. Okay. Bull-lag Friday. Bull-lag Friday. Bull-lag day.
I'm telling you, babies should have hair by that age.
It's a bald baby. It's a bald baby. What's a ball?
Right now she's handsome. 82 months.
Hey.
It's not even me.
What the hell? Give me a seed, man. Hold on, wait, don't y'all leave me. Don't leave me with him.
If you happen to have on pants similar to these, simply take your shoes off and place both of your legs into one of the pant holes. Now pull the waist all the way up. What about the remaining leg, you ask? Simply put your arms through it and voila.
Well, this is flattering.
How could he do this to us? He's been gone 30 seconds. Just calm down.
Yeah, and what if he never comes back? How would you feel then?
I actually wouldn't care at all. I'd just leave through an open window and start a new life for myself, you know?
Why would you even say that?
Whatever, man. Look, just keep it down, okay? I'm gonna take a nap.
Hey, you wanna play?
No, that sounds awful. Leave me alone.
Sounds like a yes to me.
Dude, I'm warning you. Do not come over here.
Come on, just play with me. Come on. Come on, bro. I'm gonna scratch out of you, man. Come on, let's just play a little bit. Come on, play with me. Come on. Oh, why would you do that to me? Oh my god, he's crying again. Okay, I'm gonna go take a piss in the guy's bed to blow off some steam.
Babe, can you grab me some Coke? Just give me like half a glass, it's fine.
Alright.
Oh my god!
What up, sis?
What up?
Beatbox challenge.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
I was sucking grapes into my mouth as a snack when I realized these grapes haven't been washed yet. And you know what's on unwashed grapes? Chemicals and bugs. You know what gives Spider-Man his powers? A bug covered in chemicals. I suddenly felt nauseous and had to throw up, but I felt something. I shot a web out of my wrist and flushed the toilet. And that's when I realized I have powers. Think of all the things I can do now. I can free Joe Exotic. I can fling the girl who sings Dance Monkey into the orbit of the sun. I went to the grocery store and picked up more grapes to fuel my power. But there was an old grandpa who wasn't social distancing, so I used my web to yank his walker out of his hands. Good luck crawling within 6 feet of me. When I got home, I immediately inhaled the new batch of superbugs. I felt my power grow stronger. My veins were pumping blood and my heart rate was going the speed of light. But then I blacked out. I woke up from my coma 3 years later. The whole world was empty from the pandemic and I realized everyone I loved was gone. But then I thought, I can still shoot noodles from my wrist. I'm Spider-Man, baby.
I've been rejected before. Oh no, don't expose me. It was one time. Old Town Road is the best country music song. You already know. The person watching this will comment and follow for some good luck. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go! I look like Russell from Up. Man, I don't know why everybody says that. Ball does not lie. Supreme is overrated. Oh no. Time to go.
Welcome back to another episode of Quarantine Comedy. Thank you folks very much for tuning in. It's great to see you guys. Great to have you back. We appreciate that. Those of us that are here live, thank you for streaming us live. Make sure you send us some information. Let us know who you want to see, what you want to see, what's going on with you guys. What are you doing to keep yourself sane? What are you doing to make sure you don't kill your significant others or those that you're quarantined with? Or if you already have, what exactly did you do with the body? So, and don't worry, you can put it out there on the chat. You are absolutely protected by the Comedian and Audience Member Confidentiality Act. We cannot be pressed to, incriminate you in court. But we'll do it voluntarily. So, but send it in there. Let us know what's going on with you guys. We'd love to hear from you folks. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Catch us live, Facebook Live, YouTube. If you're already here, you're already seeing it. But if you're watching the replay, Facebook Live, YouTube, 7 p.m. Pacific time, every Saturday night, we're going to be here bringing comedy to you the best that we can. We got some great comedians here tonight, some very funny guys. Some of them coming to you live, some of them coming to you pre-recorded, some of them coming to you dead. But you'll see a little bit later on. But we had to get some of these guys off their butts, get them off the couch, and get them back to honing in their craft to bringing you guys comedy. So, and comedy works best with feedback. So make sure if you're live, send us some posts, send us some comments, let us know what you're liking. Let the comics know they're doing a great job. And a couple of these guys will have their Venmo, their Cash App information on there. Shoot them a quick tip, $1, $5, $10, whatever you got, just shoot it their way, okay? You're not spending money on gas. So, hey, that right there is like $50 you could have sent us right there, or you could spread it out across the board, whatever you want to do. Also, those of you guys that do have businesses that are open, if you're looking to sponsor something or drive more business your way, hit us up directly. Let us know what you need. We would love to advertise for you here during the show. And maybe you could feature certain comedians, maybe feature your favorites. Whatever you have, send them our way and let us know what you want to do. But we're always looking for sponsors. So, and the more sponsors we have, the bigger and better names that we can bring you. So by all means, let us know what you're looking for, and hit us up for some sponsorship. We could really use that. Or if you just want to send in some free tacos, I'll give you my address and you can send them my way, and I'll definitely give you a plug there as well. So I'm in quarantine right now with a vegan, so I will take any beef tacos, any beef products I can find. So if there's a burger joint out there that wants to send me something, I'll take those as well. All right. I love her to death. She's fantastic and she's great. But being quarantined with a vegan, I got to be honest, sucks ass. All right, it really sucks ass. Okay, if you just had nothing but cabbage for a week straight without opening the windows, bad idea. Okay, just bad idea. Little tip there from your Uncle Mike. So make sure you write that down. If you're eating cabbage, open the windows. All right, that you're gonna need that, especially if it's cooked. Holy crap! Oh, borscht! My God! All right, we've been having all kinds of crazy things going on around. We're doing whatever we can to keep ourselves sane. We finished Netflix again last week for the second time through. Went through the whole thing. It's pretty cool. It's some great stuff. I do have to warn you though, if you try to watch Tiger King for the second time, once you get about 10 minutes into the first episode again, you're going to get a phone call from Netflix. They're going to be like, "What are you doing? You already saw this. Please knock it off." So yeah, it's not really one of those binge watch repeat things over and over and over again. You just can't do that. And I really think whoever the cruel bastard was that took Friends off of Netflix before this whole COVID-19 thing happened, that son of a bitch needs to be like strung up by his toes. All right. I'm sorry, dude. You knew what was coming. You should have kept it on there and left it there for us. Okay. You're not, and we can't stream Friends anywhere. That's a cruel bastard right there. All right. Cruel. But anyway, we're just, we're doing the best that we can. You know what I mean? We started crocheting, but we didn't want to go out to the store and pick up, yarn and hooks and all that good stuff like that. So we've been using chopsticks and our own hair. But hey, the good news is we made this nice little blanket thing in the back here. So this is really good. And so wait till you see what we have coming in store for you guys next week. It's going to be a blast. If you do work, and I've noticed this a few times, I'm not, I'm a comic, so I'm not an essential employee, but we do have some essential employees out there. And I've walked in and I've seen them showing up for work. And they've got to answer all these questions, man. It's crazy. You go in and they're asking you all these, have you been to any of these countries in the last, 2 or 3 months? Have you been around anybody who's been to these countries in the last 2 or 3 months? Are we donating blood? I don't understand what the hell is going on. Have you had sex with a hooker? I mean, well, yeah. And these days, I think it's more preferable that you have sex with a hooker or sex with somebody who uses, I guess, drugs via needles than somebody who's coughed anywhere near you. So, that's just the world that we live in these days. Okay, it's really crazy right now. It is. It's it's easier right now to get weed than it is to get a haircut. Go figure. All right. And you drive around, everybody's wearing masks. They encourage you to put a mask on when you walk into the bank. Holy crap. This is going to be one of those things that when I was a kid, we didn't have to wear masks at the bank. In fact, they didn't want you to wear masks when you went to the bank. Never thought I'd see the day when all this stuff actually changed. And here we are. All this crap is actually changing right here, right before our eyes. Now, here's the tip, though. If you are wearing a mask because you're an essential employee, just one thing to keep in mind. When you're in your car by yourself, you don't need to wear the mask. Okay. I'm just letting you know right now. Okay. Everybody looks like they're all nail techs and they're on their way to work. You don't need to wear the mask everywhere you go. All right. Take the mask off, breathe freely in your own vehicle. And then when you get out, put the mask back on. Okay. Just a little tip there again from your Uncle Mike, just keeping it real. Okay. And I'm trying to think of what else has been going on right now. Oh, by the way, those you guys, Trump supporters, I love you guys. You're fantastic. If you'd like to follow your president's advice or our president's advice on inhaling or injecting some sort of disinfectant, go right ahead. Okay, knock yourselves out. I just really think he's going to have some really lower poll numbers if you guys actually do that. So just be careful with what advice of his exactly that you follow. So be careful out there with that. I'm trying to think of what other crazy things have been going on these past couple weeks. Everything is crazy right now. Okay. I think Georgia's opening up and everybody's worried about that. It's too soon. Don't open the borders yet or open the restaurants and go back to work yet. People are going to die. Yeah, but it's Georgia. Okay. And they got a pretty high death rate to begin with just on cholesterol. So I don't think we need to worry so much about Georgia opening their borders. And one of his excuses was he wanted to open up the gyms. Dude, more power to you. Okay. Open up those gyms, get everybody back in there, get those fat asses back in those treadmills, and let's get Georgia back down to a slim weight so that way when they go on vacation in Florida, they'll feel better. Okay. Or they won't, who knows? I don't think COVID gives you very much weight loss, but it may work out better for I guess for the Georgians as well. So have a good time with that. You guys enjoy that, whatever craziness you guys want to go through. So, what else have we finished? They said we finished Netflix. We're halfway through finishing Hulu, but they keep adding more stuff every week. So that one's going to take a little bit doing to get caught up on those guys. But we're working very, very hard at finishing Hulu as well. Disney Plus, finish that like that. No big deal. They didn't have a whole lot on there to begin with. So we got through pretty much all of that stuff there. But I do warn you, do not operate heavy machinery while you're watching any of the National Geographic items that are on Disney Plus. Don't do that. Snooze fest, right out, just boom, out. So it's crazy. And Zoom has been getting some great reviews. Their stock is soaring through the roof. Nothing better than everybody trying to see grandma or see mom and dad or see whoever they can see, because hey, we got this video conferencing thing, man, and everybody's talking about, ooh, video conferencing, you got to get Zoom. Oh, you got to download Zoom. Oh, you got to get Zoom. Meanwhile, Skype's going, what the hell, dude? I've been on your computer since like 1997. What the hell are you doing? Use Skype. What the hell? People are like, oh, it's so much better. Whatever, man. Video conferencing is great. Once you get past the first 15 minutes of watching grandma with her ear, right? Can you see me? I can't hear you. Can you see me? Can you see me? Yeah, that's once you get past all that crap, then you're in pretty good shape. But that's probably the first part there you want to get through, and maybe do a little tutorial video or something along those lines before you have the whole family on there and grandma makes an ass of herself in front of everybody. So you want to do what we can. Oh man, I'm trying to think of what else has been going on or what else we're having to deal with around here. Like I said, I'm stuck here with a vegan, so I'm a little weak. I haven't had like a real beef sandwich or burger or anything in a really long time, and it really affects my cognitive thinking. So we do what we can with that. Again, any burger joints out there, In-N-Out, Taco Bell, send it on over this way. Don't get me wrong. I mean, vegans, great, fantastic. Eat what you want to eat, do what you want to do. Just don't force it upon me. And of course, here we are under shelter in place, and it's being forced upon me now as we speak. So, but there's only so much that we can do, and I think we've done most of it. Okay, there was one thing she brought home the other day, or not brought home, but pulled out of frozen storage or whatever it was. Vegan beef jerky. Yeah, do not recommend it. Okay, something that would taste like leather but not really leather, don't do it. I didn't want to ask what it was. Okay, I think it was tree bark is what it was. I think it was tree bark that they dipped in chili sauce and just said, here you go, chew on this. And yeah, not at all the same. Okay, not even close. So just stay out, stay away from it, do whatever you can. So another thing that kind of sucks about being sheltered in place where I'm at, sheltered in place here in lovely sunny California, never thought that would happen either. Again, I'm a Texas boy, grew up in Texas, fantastic. And I'm an outdoorsy guy, love the outdoors, and all that stuff is fantastic. But when I first came to California, I wasn't sure I was going to make it. I didn't think I was going to fit in. I didn't think it was going to work out right. I like to fish and hunt and camp, and I come here. And honestly, when I got off the plane in LA and I'm taking my little Uber ride and I'm going through downtown LA and everything, I'm like, holy crap, these guys love to camp, man. In fact, they do it everywhere. I've been wasting my gas driving to places like rivers and mountains and and oceans and things to camp. You guys are just like overpass 10. It's like, dude, I could have saved so much money on gas had I realized this is the way to do it, man. It's fantastic. And not to mention, I could have saved so much on coolers and tackle. You just go to Ralph's and set up a tent right behind it. Poof, tent, boom, perfect. I'm gonna run in here and go a little fishing. Hey, man, turns out Vandy Camps is biting today, man. Awesome. That would have been even better. But you live, you learn, things get better as you go along. If we just chucked it up to experience, okay? So I don't know. I'm making the best of it, sheltered in this place, doing the best that we can. And again, trying to bring comedy to you guys this weekend here. And we're going to do this every single weekend. So please make sure you bookmark us, check us out. If you'd like to get special VIP pass to our Zoom room, just to see what the comedians look like when they're getting ready, there's some crazy stuff on there, okay? You got guys doing stretches with their tongue, and they're just doing back bends. We had one lady that was last week, changed her clothes right on camera, thought nobody was watching. It's great. So that's stuff that you can't even get on Netflix right now. Okay. So if you're into voyeurism, hit us up, let us know. We'll let you know what the instructions are and what the costs are to get into our special VIP room. That'll be beginning next week. So we think we've got the handle of this, so we can trust you guys in our Zoom room. So we'll see how that works out. without any further ado, we're going to move this show along. We got some great comics with you. Like I said, some of them are pre-recorded, some of them are live. All these stuff is going to be great. So don't go anywhere. Please stick around. Shoot the link over to your friends and family. Let them know that we're live and we're going. Shoot it out to your friends, family. Everybody deserves to be a part of this. So bring them all back in and let them know that we are here for them. Okay. So, all right. Your first comedian tonight. Let me make sure I get to my crib notes and don't forget anything. This is our video. So please give a nice warm welcome. He won't hear it, but make sure you like and you subscribe and just send back as much feedback as you can to DJ Sandhu.
Stop looking for emergency exits, sir. You're safe. No, man, I don't need this. I'm not having a good day. I'm not having a good day, man. I'm 34 years old, and I just today had my first ever scary sexual experience. Yeah, for real, I'm 34. I've never been burned, nothing. What happened is I hooked up with this girl like 3 weeks ago, and today she called me, and she was like, yo, I just got tested, and we need to talk. Right? And all I can think is like, don't be AIDS or herpes. Like, be something we can get rid of. You know what I mean? Right? She was like, yo, I'm pregnant. I was like, oh, good. We could totally get rid of that. What, you don't like jokes about adoption? Okay. Oh, man. 2019. Man, I don't like this time of year. I don't like it after New Year's. I'll be honest with you. Because like 4th of July to New Year's is all the fun holidays, right? Like, first of all, 4th of July, that's the one day of the year where I'm allowed to just blow stuff up. Back home, we call it practice. Right? New Year's is the only day of the year where I'm allowed to count down from 10 in public. Not every Tuesday for me, sir. Right, man, after that, it's all bad holidays. Like, I don't care about your feelings. Easter sucks. First of all, let's get something out of the way, okay? I know this might be uncomfortable for some of you, but we need to address this so we can move on, okay? Yeah. Jesus was white. He was. Jesus was white. I'm tired of that argument. If he was black or he looked more like me because white people didn't live in the neighborhood yet. All right? He was white. He had to be. He wore sandals everywhere he went. No, that's a white guy thing to do. Dude, Jesus was white. He had to be because, first of all, if you haven't read the book, spoiler alert, he was Jewish. Yeah, there's an M. Night Shyamalan twist at the end where it turns out he was a Jew the whole time. Right? Right, which is why he's so good at saving. Right? He was Jewish. And I don't know about you, but the only black Jewish dude that I've ever seen is Lenny Kravitz. What, you see a lot of brothers walking around like, shalom. It's not a thing. It doesn't happen. Also, if you ever been to church, at a certain point, they pass out the body of Christ. Right? They pass out the body of Christ. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but it's crackers. And the only black crackers I've ever seen are Stacey Dash and Kanye West. Facts. Preach. Oh, man, 2019. 2019, I want to say what everyone's always thinking, and no one ever has the courage to say it in public, okay? It's 2019. It's time to either learn the language or go back to your country. What? I'm not playing. I'm not. Because I used to work with an immigrant, and she made my life difficult often, all right? For real, I used to work with this, I mean, she was from England, but that's besides the point, all right? She's still a dirty, filthy immigrant. They don't speak real English in England. I don't know if you know that, all right? Because British people ruin words, and it makes life uncomfortable for everyone involved, all right? Like, my coworker came to my cubicle one time, and she's like, excuse me, DJ, have you got a rubber? I was like, word? I said, a rubber? She's like, yeah, he's got a rubber. I was like, look, I already took my lunch break, but I got 6 hours, boo. You want to go? We can do this. So, you know what I mean was, I was writing something down, you know. I made a mistake, and now I need a rubber.
I was like, oh, you want an eraser? She's like, yeah, you got an eraser? I was like, yeah, I've got an eraser, but woman, you got my hopes up. I'm not helping you. Learn the language. I just got back from England. That was cool. So I was in England during the World Cup. Yeah, it was bananas. I was in a bar in downtown London while England was playing against Croatia, and England lost. Yeah, the country was shattered. Yo, me personally could not contain my excitement. So I can't even begin to tell you guys, as an Indian man, nothing makes me happier than sad British people. And if you don't get that joke, you didn't go to 5th grade. Well, it's cool though, I was on my flight back from England, I finally found out who my favorite person on an airplane is. Yo, and I got a long list of people I hate, finally found out the one I love, and most you hate this person, but to me, best person on an airplane. Babies. Oh, I love a baby on an airplane. Because as soon as a baby gets on an airplane, all of the attention is finally off of me. You guys are facing me, you understand that, right? Like when this beard flows into the door, all of your faces change. Like, oh, damn. Like, please not today. Right, but then the baby gets on, he's like, you know what? I hope he does blow this up. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm like, baby, high five. Hey, I've been DJ Sanders. Thank you guys so much.
Welcome back. Fantastic. Good to see you there once again, DJ Sandu. Very funny guy. So again, we have some great folks that are coming shortly. I'm not going to slow anything down. We got some great momentum going right now. Some very, very funny guys. But once again, please make sure everybody is staying safe right now. Make sure you guys are, I'm sure everybody's got plenty of toilet paper. Don't go anywhere with that yet. Don't be using any of those crazy things yet. And but those of you guys that have been prepared for this, those of you guys that have been you know, I knew this day was coming. You know, those you preppers out there, one real reminder, those you guys have been sitting on beans for about 1.5 years or 3 years. When you finally do open up that little jar of beans and going, I guess, dig in, make sure the toilet paper is already unwrapped. Okay. I just want to tell you that right now. You're not going to be given a whole lot of lead time when you've been sitting on beans for a while. So just make sure you've got that already unwrapped and ready to go. Okay. You're not going to have time to unwrap. Okay. It won't be nice. So, all right. Your next comedian, very, very funny. Please give a nice warm welcome. And this is going to be a great presentation from Jean Yee.
Hi, everyone. It's me. I'm guessing that I'm on the screen now. This really isn't so different from my regular comedy routine because that goes to silence most of the time. I've done a few of these Zoom shows. But so far not one with without me being able to hear the audience members in some parts. So it's just like it's just like having the whole world to myself. I just wanted to start off by saying that I can see Mike's right elbow and it looks great on his screen, and then it just disappeared, so some people are hearing me. Anyway, and I also wanted to start off by apologizing for bringing over the coronavirus. Ayo. Actually, no, my family's not from China. We're from Taiwan, which is the same country. Just don't tell my mom that I said that. So, the nice thing about coronavirus, and I actually wrote a whole set about the nice things about coronavirus, which is really weird. So get used to some, or get ready for some misplaced optimism, because I'm not very optimistic. The world is burning and we're all gonna die. But what I did want to say was that the nice thing about coronavirus is that there are fewer school shootings. Ayo. It's not as fun to say ayo when it's just you by yourself. Things that I wanted to point out in my 1950s house. I'm going to do a little show and tell today. The cupboards do not close all the way because it's an old house. As you can see, we have so much junk in our house that we have a rubber band right here that's keeping the cupboards closed because they're exploding with crap. just like my intestines. I have this beautiful flowered backdrop behind me that I feel like it's really wrinkled. Like I feel like I'm trying to put on airs right here and like make myself fancier than I really am. But I'm not because it's wrinkled and it's also covering this uh, mattress box. I forget what those things are called. Anyway, the bottom of a mattress. Um, but this is like almost acceptable for work. I am very lucky to still be employed right now. I know a lot of people are not so lucky. So yeah, I guess yeah, this still looks like shit. Yeah, my this room looks like shit. But for work calls, I guess it's better than nothing. Um, yeah, work has actually been I feel like I'm just telling stories about my life right now, but what is stand up? Work has actually been much more intense than usual. I work in HR, and everything that we used to do face to face, now we have to make it virtual. And I'm really grateful to have a job right now. And actually, my hours just got cut, so I'm grateful to have most of my job remaining. But sometimes I just want to lie on the couch and dribble Oreos all over me, just like you would dribble peeled grapes. That was the one joke that you guys all get today. Other things that are exciting about shelter in place, I get to stop tweezing. So as you can see, my eyebrows aren't terrible. My dad, actually, I have my father's eyebrows. You can see where they're starting to grow in a little bit, like right here. Oh, look, I'm a prop comic with my eyebrows. So they're starting to grow in. Like I was trying to grow out all my facial hair. I was really excited about it. Like I usually tweeze my eyebrows and they're not that bad right now. But and then I also thread my mustache. Ladies, make some noise if you know what threading is. Men, make some noise if you know what threading is. Yeah, everybody knows what threading is. Um, people are making noise in their houses right now. But threading is this tool that you use, and it's like it's just really a wire, and you like do this with it, and it plucks out your mustache hairs. But I was trying to go and see how long I could grow out my mustache. So I left it for like 2 weeks, and then I had a different Zoom show, and I was like, oh well, I guess I should try not to look like a martial arts character from the 1960s. But I got really like it was awesome. I got like a little Fu Manchu thing going on, like especially right here, because there's like a crease in my face. It's not a dimple, but right here it got like real dark and hairy. That's what she said, and it was awesome. And then I had a show, and I was like, oh, I should thread it, so I threaded my mustache, and then the show got canceled, and I was really sad for the loss of my mustache. Here I sit at this desk for probably like 14 hours a day, either working or hiding from my mom, most of the time, both. I live in my mom's house at 42, not bragging. And there's this huge window right here. And so there's a window right here, right in front of me. And when this whole coronavirus thing started, I was like, I'm going to get in shape. This is going to be amazing. Like, I am going to like because I don't work out, but I was like, oh, now I have all this extra time, I'm going to work out. And I would just see people running past my window all the time, like with the same idea as me. And there would just be like these like chubby white girls like running past my window, and like a black man coming after them. And hey, I'm gonna say it if there's no audience that I can see, so I don't know if I'm pissing anyone off with my race jokes. And like, so these like chubby girls would like chubby runners would like slog past my window, and I'd be like, bitch, you never exercise when there's no pandemic. But now we're 6 weeks into this fucking thing, and they look like marathon runners now. Like they got their shit together. Like they look good. So long as they don't die by drowning in their own lungs, I think we're gonna come out of all of this like much healthier. Um, The coronavirus brings out the worst in me too. I have started trying to teach myself hip hop. I'm built pretty low to the ground anyway, and so it is. Let's see. No, I'm built pretty low to the ground anyway, and so, gosh, can I pin myself? Yeah. What's up? All right. So hip hop isn't like a great stretch for me, except like I'm not cool enough to dance hip hop. So I can. So I started trying to teach myself hip hop. To the first song that I tried was Old Town Road. And I just like watch these hip hop tutorials. And in this very room, I do dumb things like the cowboy and shake it. I should try to twerk my flat Asian ass next, and then I'll really have come out here with some skills. And if I get fired because nobody has money to pay people anymore, then at least I will have some twerking skills. So fun things are going on outside my window right now. I don't know if you saw that. Maybe it'll come back. I think you can still hear me with a microphone. So that is a hummingbird feeder, and that is the only thing that is exciting about my life right now. And I don't know if you saw for like a split second just now, but there was a hummingbird at the feeder. I think I managed to turn my computer around just in time. Um, and I think you might have caught the tail end of it. It's the same hummingbird. I mean, so I see basically hummingbirds here like 15 times a day because I'm just sitting here the whole day, right? And I can't tell if it's the same hummingbird. Like it could be the same one. Which would mean that it's pretty close to getting diabetes right now. Like, because that's just sugar water in there. I mean, it's special hummingbird nectar that I may not be able to afford anymore very soon. But it's just sugar water that I managed to also dump all over myself. So yeah, so I just sit here and I wait for hummingbirds all day, and that is my life now. And I'd like um leave. I use WhatsApp a lot. It makes some noise if you have WhatsApp. Yay. And and I leave voice messages for my friends on WhatsApp to like keep in touch. And I left one for my brother, who I guess is kind of my friend, but not really, like who's really friends with their siblings. And my brother was like, wow, that was 5 minutes worth of hummingbird talk. And are you sure you're okay in mom's house like that? So yeah, so there are animals coming back in from the wild. Hummingbirds apparently are one of them. There are lions. I don't know if anybody saw was it lions? Yeah, lions sleeping on the road in South Africa where they're not usually on the road during the day. And dolphins coming back to different parts of the world. I think the dolphins in Venice thing is BS. But yeah, so now there are hummingbirds coming back into my life as well. So I am complete. One fun thing now that I don't get to say race jokes in public and incite fights that way is I get to watch hummingbird fights outside of my window. Yeah. They're very territorial. Wow, I sound like a crazy cat lady. Only I'm a crazy hummingbird lady. I'm a crazy hummer lady. Is actually that's the lingo is what I'm finding as I'm researching that on the internet. Anyway, so these hummers, they're very territorial, and I think the one that owns this feeder is the one that's gonna get. I'm just gonna call him Diabeta. I think he chased off another hummingbird the other day. Like he was making, or she was making these loud clicking noises, and then like flew at another hummingbird, and it was like the world's tiniest, cutest fight, except for me and my mom. So, yep. I wanted to share. Is that what I want to do? I'm not sure. I'm just gonna keep talking. So I have um, different kinds of people in my life. There are the people who think that the coronavirus is a serious thing, and that you should stay inside. And that would be kind of like people like me. Um, and and I actually take it a little bit too seriously. Like I'm terrified to go to the grocery store. Like, but I'm also terrified to put on a mask to go to the grocery store because I think a mask makes me look more Asian, right? It makes me look more foreign. Although Asian, most people, I mean, everybody's racist. Um, but with a mask on, I look less American than I look even now. And like, there's been a lot of like anti-Asian racist incidents. Like there's a lot more. Gosh, I'm just so relaxed right now. Hey, what's up? How Asian does this make me look? How about that? So there have been a lot more like anti-Asian incidents. Like gun sales have increased like incredibly, even though they're non-essential businesses. So I don't know how gun sales are increasing now, but like gun shop owners are like, it's all the Asians, like they're all going out to buy guns. So I'm afraid to go out and get groceries because I don't want the Rona, and I'm afraid to wear a mask if I go out because I don't want to get ching chong bing bonged or worse. And I've definitely gotten plenty of ching chong bing bong in my life. But so there are like lots of different types of people around. There are so there are people who take it seriously, and then there are people like I have one friend with benefits. Thanks, Ellie. And I I'm just surprised that I know. And he's a conspiracy theorist, and I can't tell if it's because the Nani is so good that he needs me to come over and risk getting coronavirus, or if he is really just a conspiracy theorist. And I don't know who's listening to this right now, so maybe 80% of you think that it's a conspiracy. And so I don't want to get on anybody's bad side, but I guess it doesn't matter because come at me. But like, um, he like when this whole thing started, he would send me clips from like a pastor, not his pastor because he doesn't go to church, and the pastor would be like, "Oh, the virus is just cells excreting toxins. So if you have the virus, it's just because your cells are sick and they're getting rid of their toxins. It's not because you're actually sick." And then he would send me links saying that colloidal silver, and I don't know what colloidal means, but it sounds like silver would cure you from the coronavirus. And so all this is to say I must be really tight, because I can't imagine why somebody would use all of these conspiracy theory arguments in order to like try to get me to come over right now. Oh, and my favorite thing that he said was that the Rona is not a sexually transmitted disease. Therefore, if we fuck, I'm not going to get it. So I am just developing all kinds of material here all by myself in my mom's house. And this is going to be awesome when it all ends. And I have nothing fun to leave you with. So I'm just going to say hummers. All right. Thanks, everyone. I've been Jeannie. Back to you, Mike.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Gene. Great to see you. And I'm loving the motif in the back there. I think it looks great. Don't be too hard on yourselves, okay? Behind this little sheet thing back here is a holy mess back there. So don't feel bad. But see, you're brave enough to like lift a skirt and show them. I won't do that here, okay? I won't. Even internet has laws on what's allowed to be seen, so we won't show that stuff right now. Got some funny folks out there. We want to keep this show running. This one is another video sent in to us. A very funny guy. Really good friend of mine. I can't even remember his name. He's so funny. No, I remember his name. It's great. AB Bochal. Please give it up. Thank you, AB. Turn it over to you.
My son recently turned 18 years old. Give it up for him, please. And it felt just like a Geico commercial. I just saved a lot of money by switching to no more child support. We were singing happy birthday to him, and before he can blow the candles out, I said, hold on, mijo. I said, hold on a second. I said, messing with my beer money all those 18 years. Fuck out of here, son. Because look, there's nothing like having your own place to live, right? There's nothing like having your own place to live, right? I like to invite my friends to come over so we can get drunk and stuff. But check it out, I have this neighbor, her name is Johannesburg, and every time this bitch comes over, she brings her pit bull named Killer. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. I don't want no fucking dog, bigger balls than mine sitting on my couch like that. I don't think so. Killer's gotta go outside, right? We put Killer outside, and about 20 minutes later, we hear a scratch at the door, and we're like, who the fuck is that? We're not expecting anybody else. We open the fucking door, and fucking Killer has my other neighbor Shih Tzu in his mouth dead. Exactly. And I was like, what the fuck? We're so, excuse my language, I was trying not to cuss and I just fucked it up. Fuck it. So we're like, what? Oh my God, that's a Deborah's dog. What the fuck are we gonna do? So we got the dog, we took him in the shower and we took him a bath. We dried him up and we Febrezed him. Yes, we jumped the neighbor's friends and we put him back in the doghouse like he was sleeping. Night, wow. At 7 o'clock in the morning, we hear a scream. It's like, ah! We're like, see, that's your dog? Go see why Deborah's screaming. We look over the fence and it's like, Deborah, what's wrong? She's like, my dog. My dog! We're like, what's wrong with your dog? My dog died about a week ago. Really? Well, what's wrong? Somebody dug him back up and put him back in the doghouse. What? No, who would do something like that? That's horrible. I don't know, but Jack's in the back and he's taking the camera footage. What? Did I mention I have a poor brother? Gotta run by her. That wasn't me. Shit. What's wrong with neighbors? But neighbors aren't like neighbors of back in the day when they'd come over and they'd be like, can I borrow some eggs? Can I borrow some sugar? The other day my neighbor came knocking at my window. She was like, Abraham, I have some zigzags. Do you have any weed? I said, bitch? Yeah. Come inside. I said, what's wrong with you, Joanna? Why are you pulling on my spot like that? That's like me going to your window like, Joanna, I got a plate. You got any food? Or like, Joanna, I got a boner. You got any pussy? Huh? Are you home? Joanna.
live comedian, a very, very funny guy. Worked with him several times. A favorite. We're getting lots of messages wanting to know when he's coming up. So here he is, ladies and gentlemen. No, the wait is over. So put down all of your canned goods. Please give it up for Mr. Phil Johnson. Phil, over to you.
Here we are, virtual people. Hey, there we are. Okay, hey, hello. Thank you for virtually being here. I'm virtually here. You're virtually there. We're all virtually nowhere. This is entertainment in the year 2020, where instead of taking a drive and hanging out in the green room and having a Coke before the show, I can come directly from scrubbing my shower and come and tell you jokes and then go back to scrubbing my shower. That's what's going to happen tonight. Who knew in the year 2020 that the most stable career choice would be cam girl? Here's what we're going to do. You send me $25. We're going to go in my private chat room and you can watch me touch my face. It's going to be awesome. We're getting wild tonight here, friends. It's going to be good. Look, I wanted to look good for you guys tonight. So I've been trying to exercise, take care of myself, lose a few pounds. Also, recently somebody called me ma'am while I was facing them. Yeah. From the back, sure, happens all the time. From the front, that's a new plot twist. To be fair, I was showing a lot of cleavage that day. So, right, ladies? Show a little side boob, get some free gas. No, didn't work for me either. Cool. Okay. And so what I've been doing is I've been using this food diary app to keep track of what I'm eating. And the problem is they ask for the measurements in grams. And I'm like, ooh, Americans not good with the metric system. Like, right? Grams are drugs, liters are soda. We're lost after that. We got nothing. And if they want Americans to really use this thing, they have to ask for American measurements that we understand. A buttload, a shit ton, and hella. Right? We all know how it works. 2 buttloads equals a shit ton. 3 shit tons equals hella. That's how it works. Words to describe small quantities. I mean, sure, you might pretend on St. Patrick's Day you're going to go out and have a wee bit of beer, but we all know that's a shit ton of beer. Okay? It doesn't work. But I'll let you in on a secret. For you non-white people, we white people, we have some words to describe small things because sometimes we need to describe small things. All right. We got smidge, skosh, right? White ladies watching, you might have a smidge of chocolate or a skosh of penis. Oh, just a skosh, just a little bit. Any more than that, and it goes straight to my butt. We can't have that. All right. But you can't, those are white people words. You can't imagine Kendrick Lamar asking for a smidge or Gucci Mane asking for a skosh, but Eminem, totally, right? Drake, maybe. Kanye, if he's off his meds. Kanye's the only person I've ever seen that when he's off his meds, he gets both blacker and whiter at the same time. It's absolutely amazing. I don't know how that happens. But if you're not a white person and you don't have access to words like smidge and skosh, there's a workaround that you can use. You can say something is hella small. You're still getting a paycheck. I hope you're still getting a paycheck. I'm in a lucky place myself. I still make money through a variety of means, so it's all good. But I hope you're making money too. And so I do this comedy thing, and I don't have any kids, which means that I can never grow up to be one of those old guy comedians who's always talking about, the kids these days, man. I can't do that because at some point I'm going to be old enough and I'm going to have to hire some of those kids to change my diapers. All right. And you don't want any bad blood during that process. That's not a good place. I don't shit on them so that they'll help when I shit on myself. That's how it works. I hope you didn't hear that in my microphone. Okay, wait. I'm going to fix that. All right, there we go. Perfect. So I helped. I don't shit on them so that they help when I shit on myself. Okay, that is not a joke. That is a retirement plan is what that is. Because I don't want them coming in going, hey, you remember that bit you used to do about how the younger generation sucks? Yeah, here's some of your pills. But there's always been that kind of generational conflict, like we hear now, older people, they always go, oh, this younger generation, they're so easily offended. And the older people find that offensive. Irony. And but I don't think people are more easily offended now. I think they just have more time and brain space to think about things than we used to. People can think about the corporate collection of personal data because they're not busy trying to see if the phone cord stretches into the closet for some privacy. They can ponder equal gender representation in film because they're not at a video store trying to sneak behind that curtain with nobody seeing. And they can advocate for gun reform because people are shooting at them is why. I think that's a good enough reason there. But then we hear the flip side, right? We hear the flip side where they go, oh, this younger generation, they're so politically engaged with the worldwide student walkouts and all that. All right, look, I live right near 2 schools. I saw the last worldwide student walkout. It was 3 girls with picket signs and 75 kids playing Fortnite on their phone. They took a snow day at 75 degrees is what they did. Now, I could be totally wrong. I might be totally wrong. Maybe those kids were doing the real activist work and tweeting their displeasure. Maybe they were doing that. You know, I don't know. I could be wrong. But there's always that generational conflict. That every generation thinks the generation before it is backwards and the generation after it is lazy and soft. All right? Think about the kids growing up in the 1950s with their World War II parents going, oh, these kids today with their sock hops and their polio vaccines. When we were young, we had polio. We walked it off. Built character. I mean, that was before our enlightened scientific times that we have now where we cure everything with thoughts and prayers. Because you can't deny all the rigorous double-blind studies that have been done on the subject. But then you think about those World War II parents. They were growing up in the 1930s, right? Their parents are going, oh, these kids today with their monster movies and their tampons. When we were young, we faced our own demons and rode a more absorbent horse. Built character in the horse. Now I wonder, now we got the alpha generation. The alpha generation is everybody born since 2010. They're not here. We can talk about it. Everybody born since 2010. And look, there's a good chance that the alpha generation will never experience cancer. How amazing is that? And then all of us are going to be like, psh, when I was your age, I dug out my own tumor with an iPhone 6. Not the 6 Plus, mind you, the base model. You'll have no idea what it's like to dig into your own neck with a cracked screen. The kid will be like, wow, Grandpa, that's amazing. How did you get the tumor? From my iPhone 6. Oh, Grandpa, I heard that they used to cure cancer with a thing called keto. Oh, no, that's chemo. But it's almost as fun as keto. And the people that are doing chemo, less annoying to talk to. I wonder what the younger generation is going to do about privacy. That's such a discussion now. Are they going to claw it back to them and make privacy private again? Or are they going to just release it entirely and forget about it? Like 25 years from now, some guy will pull out his driver's license. He'll say 5'8", 185 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes, 7.5 inches, curves to the left. And then right there, 2 pictures, 2 headshots. And you just have to hope that the DMV doesn't have the air conditioning up too high that day. Yes, sir, yes, I know it's cold in here, but please, there's a line behind you, sir. Ma'am, please put your tits away till we're ready for you. Thank you very much. We're gonna have full-grown men trying to get fake IDs. I don't think full-grown is the right wording for that joke. But it could work out in your favor, right? Cop pulls you over. Sorry, I'm not gonna give you this ticket. You have enough problems. And I feel your pain. So I don't know what we're gonna do. You remember when we used to go outside? Every time I look at Facebook now, the Facebook memories, every Facebook memories. Hey, remember when you used to do things? You used to go outside. That's why I don't go to Facebook anymore, unless you're watching on Facebook. Then I go to Facebook every day. Actually, I do go to Facebook every day. Every day at 12 noon California time, you can catch me live on my own Facebook page doing a very short 10-minute show with songs and comedy and jokes and all that kind of stuff. So Facebook.com/Phil Johnson Comedy. But before all this went down, when we used to get to go outside, I went to a festival with bands and variety acts and things like that. And the slogan for this festival was "See things you can't unsee." And I was like, that's a bold statement when we have the internet. If you see somebody with a 1,000-yard stare, they've either been to war or Tumblr. Okay, there are subreddits that'll cause PTSD. This is a bold move. And that idea of, something you can't unsee, that's supposed to be something like traumatic, something bad. I didn't see anything like that on that stage. It's not like they were like, coming to the stage, your grandparents having sex. There was nothing like that. I saw a guy lift a lady over his head with her consent. You know, it wasn't like he pulled some lady out of the front row and lifted her up like the Sand People in Star Wars. Just that would have been something you can't unsee, and a lawsuit, frankly. But I didn't see anything like that. I saw talented acts. I saw strongman acts, balancing acts, people with the skill and temerity to charge $6 for really shitty pizza. So there's nothing like that. See, what they were trying to do was put on a freak show. And you can't put on a freak show now because everybody thinks they're a freak. Oh my God, I dip my fries in my milkshake. I'm such a freak. All right, sit down, Cheryl. P.T. Barnum's not coming for you anytime soon. You know, I was looking into this. I saw a picture from 1924 of the Ringling Brothers cast of their sideshow, their freak show. And it just looked like a picture from Coachella. I have a feeling if P.T. Barnum were around now and looked at Burning Man, he'd be like, wait a minute. So the freaks pay you to stare at each other? How did I miss that business model? He would have totally missed out. Back in the 1880s, one of the most popular sideshow performers was Jojo the Dog-Faced Boy. His real name was Fedor Jeftichou, and he had this condition called hypertrichosis, which made an abundance of hair grow on his face, not just on the back of his head like mine, but on his face. And so he looked like a dog. He had a dog face. And he spent decades traveling the world, making tons and tons of money for really doing nothing but putting his genetic abnormality on display. You know, he was like an Instagram model. If he were around now, Jojo the Dog-Faced Boy 2020, bottom part in a big beard, top part in a man bun, 6 months later, he's got a sponsorship from Dollar Shave Club. He's not a freak anymore. He's an Instagram star. That's what it would be, because everybody's a freak now. That's how it works. Here's the thing. If they want to put on a freak show, a real freak show, they got to find a modern freak, right? They have to be like, welcome to the stage, Charles. Charles has a career that's not being threatened by artificial intelligence. Ooh. Charles has a stable middle-class income and a happy marriage. Bizarre. When Charles has an opinion, he doesn't feel the need to share it with anyone. Ooh. That would be a real modern freak show. We don't even get to do that right now. We don't get to do any of that. You see me flip my notes over because I'm trying new material with you guys. I haven't done stand-up in a few weeks. I've been playing a lot of music online. Anyway, so we don't get to go outside. We don't get to go to festivals anymore. So we get to, what do? We go down internet rabbit holes instead. And one of the ones I went down recently was with Catholic patron saints, right? I started with St. Valentine. I was thinking about that. The Catholic Church has over 10,000 saints. 10,000. And the Hindus are like, ooh, how's that monotheism going? Right? They're like, yeah, our gods have 6 arms. What do you guys got? Oh, 1, 2, maybe? That's it? Ugh. So I was looking up St. Valentine. St. Valentine, of course, is the patron saint of lovers, right? But also the patron saint of epileptics and beekeepers. All right. First of all, you would think that there are enough saints where they wouldn't have to triple up their patronages like that. That's a lot of work for one saint. They need some like class size legislation or something. Second of all, it seems like there was probably a couple of draft rounds for the old dodgeball team on that one, right? Because lovers, that's a good one. The patron saint's job is to watch over his flock. Who wouldn't want to be the patron saint of Bouch Wow, right? But you don't get to be the patron saint of lovers and underwear models and really good bands. That's not fair to the other saints. So they got a draft. They got a draft going. I feel like draft round 2, St. Valentine's looking at him. He's like, all right, well, epileptics, good people, little hard to watch. It's turn them on their side, right? Roll them on their side. And he had to check with that because they used to belong to St. Sebastian, who is the patron saint of runners. And he just kept, he didn't roll them on their side. He just kept handing them little cups of Gatorade and telling them to walk it off. Just walk it off. They can't. You got to protect the tongue, right? So they end up with St. Valentine. Instead, they asked to be traded. That's how it worked. So then draft round 3. And there's St. Valentine looking at him. And the announcer goes, all right, round 3, we're down to beekeepers, people who do hard drugs on public transportation, and improv groups. And he's looking at St. Valentine's, looking at him. He's like, all right, so St. Harold probably wants the improv groups. I'll let him have them. That's a super inside improv joke. The beekeepers. Are you sure the Muslims don't want the beekeepers? Because the outfit seems like their jam. No? All right. All right, I'll take the beekeepers. I'll let the lovers do something kinky with the honey. Can we do that? We'll do that. All right. But here's the thing to remember. St. Valentine is not, he's only the patron saint of lovers, not single people. So if you break up, you're getting holy ghosted too. All right? He's not standing by you. He's a terrible wingman. He's like, yeah, let me know when you hook up again. He's that guy. Terrible wingman. So if you're single, then you got to go somewhere else, right? You got to go to St. Casimir, who is the patron saint of bachelors. You got to go to St. Beyonce, who of course is the patron saint of all the single ladies. And I think that's the end of the patron saint bit that I've been working on. This is fun. Like I say, I think I'm going to play some songs because the next bit I was going to do is super long. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. I wish I could hear you laughing. I so wish I could hear you laughing. I miss laughing. You know what I miss? I miss hearing laughing at shows, and I miss being in a loud club or a loud bar talking to somebody and going, yeah, oh yeah, totally, right, yeah, and then walking away and having no idea what I just agreed to because I could not hear a single word they said, nothing. And you do that. Right, okay, because you don't know, right? You don't know if that guy just was like, oh, the Holocaust was a fake, and you're just like, yeah, sure, right, I'm gonna go get a drink, cool. All right, let's play some songs, you guys. I'm having fun. I'm gonna do a couple of songs for you, and then I'm gonna go back to scrubbing my bathroom because that's the world that we live in now, is that I'm gonna finish a show and go scrub my bathroom. But I will come online wherever you guys are, and I'll answer comments and things like that. So if you have comments, drop them anywhere. I'll find them, and I'll hang out with you guys a little bit. Facebook.com/Phil Johnson Comedy, Instagram, Phil Johnson Comedy, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Prime. Just Google Phil Johnson Comedy, and I will come up. Do not just Google Phil Johnson, because the other guy that comes up is an evangelical religious philosopher who I haven't been able to beat in the Google results yet. So Phil Johnson Comedy, you can find me everywhere. New special coming out in a couple months called Burning Sensation. Let's do a song from Burning Sensation. This is a song about a conversation that comes up in a lot of long-term relationships. All right. We've been together a long, long time, and it's always been so good. Maybe it can be better. So when we go golfing on the greens of love, there's only one hole you won't let me putt. But baby, I'll tell you what, let me put it in your sister. What you think I meant? Let me put it in your sister. When she's back from the convent, she comes home for Christmas, I can't help myself. And I wanna put my elf up on her shelf. Let me put it in your sister. Professional title is also sister. Now look, baby doll, it's all just a joke. I never do such things. Important to me. Now we're around and we're making love and we're oh so close, you won't seem so glum. When I ask to put it in your bum, let me put it in your keister. Just one time, right up in your chocolate twister. Call me Dr. Cockenstein. It's an exclusive club that only allows in members. And I hope you'll smile when you remember that it's not inside your sister. How great would it be if I just like smashed my guitar just right over, just into the webcam? That would be great. It would be like a Who show all of a sudden, or a Nirvana show, or whoever smashes their gear up now. I don't think anybody does that anymore. It's kind of a lost art. Anyway, so do a couple more for you here, and I'll do a short one, maybe a long one. And tomorrow, Sunday, the 26th at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can watch me do an all music set, half-hour full music set at the Sofa Music Festival, which is a San Jose street festival that this year is just online. So you will be staring at exactly the same background, and I will be playing some of the same songs, but a whole bunch more. So if you want to hear that, that's 5:30 on Sunday. It's gonna be a whole bunch of good stuff. Is that a light, Mike? What are you doing? All right, so this is okay. All right, good. Wasn't sure what was going on there. All right, so let's this I'm gonna play. For the last year, I've been doing this project called the 30-Second Song Project that is now finished. Where every day I was putting up a new short song online. There are now 369 of these songs available that you can see out there on wherever. And I'm gonna play you one that I particularly like. It's a breakup song, and but it's the kind of breakup where you wish the other person well. Okay, so here we go. I wish only the best for you, and I wish for your happiness too, and I wish for your new boyfriend Steve, motherfucking Steve, to have his nutsack torn wide open in a chainsaw accident. It doesn't take it off, but just opens it right up. So he has to chase his testicle as they're rolling down the driveway while he bleeds out. And I hope that you see them, think, oh my God, I had those in my mouth. Because that's where I found them when I found out you don't love me anymore. There you go. It's a short one. I told you. Wait, I'm gonna do another short one. Wait. I got notes. I got notes. I don't remember these. Here we go. Let's do this one. This is for some of you out there are probably like fantasy fans, Tolkien fans, Dark Crystal, that kind of stuff. All right. So I want to sing you guys a song. This is a song called The Elf and the Fairy. An elf wandered through the woods, enjoying the cool air. She happened upon a fairy sitting on a tree out there. The fairy looked up and yelled, "Hey bitch, you better beat it or you're gonna get slugged." The elf yelled back, "I'll go where I want, stupid ladybug." And then they brawled on the forest floor like a bar on Saturday night. 'Cause when an elf sleeps with a fairy's boyfriend, there's gonna be a fight. There you go. All right, that was another short one. I'll do one more regular song here, and then we'll call it an evening because I got a shower to scrub. All right. I smell like cleanser. And so this is a song about, this is a song from my last special, Printing from the Back. I think that's when I did it. And I wrote a song for my friend's baby shower. She was like, "Will you write a song for my baby about the miracle of childbearing?" And I said, "You've never heard my songs before, have you?" Here we go. Let's get it here. All right, ready? All right. A little baby, you were brought here through a miracle and a broken condom. I didn't know sperm carried knives. Somehow, you got by the IUD, the diaphragm, the spermicide, and a morning after pill. But if daddy hadn't been so drunk, if mommy hadn't run out of batteries, if daddy pulled out on time, instead of thinking about Angelina Jolie, then baby you wouldn't be here. You'd have been wiped up with a towel. Little baby, will your new life be a happy one? Or will you make your money putting sausage between your buns? Will you be a great man? Hot dog cart, right? Ching ching, umbrella. Will you be a great man who brings peace to all the land? Or the type of guy that lures kids into a big white cargo van? It's sure pretty scary. Really glad that you're not mine. I guess I'm pretty happy that your mommy cheated on me this time. So go ahead and be just as evil as you wanna be. Hell yes, I dodged that bullet and I'm free. There we go. Thank you, friends. My name is Phil Johnson. Google Phil Johnson Comedy, and I will come up wherever you are. Have a good night. Mel? Mike?
Heck, thanks for the warning, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Man, we're moving quickly here. All right. That'll teach you. Don't be messing around on Facebook when you're on the show. Okay. So great job. Thank you, Phil Johnson. Fantastic. Great to have you here this weekend. Thank you very, very much. We had lots of great responses. Everything, all the traffic picked up. They knew you were there. So I think your mom called somebody and said, okay, ladies, let's join in. Let's get on here. So good job. Thank you very much for having us here. We got some great comics coming up here. Don't go anywhere. Is this, and I'm sorry, I believe we're going to bring up, not Phil Johnson. We just had Phil Johnson, Antoine Johnson. We're going to keep the Johnsons going here. This is the end of the Johnson train. So give it up for Antoine Johnson.
I almost didn't get here. I brought a hole just like him. They say they got holes on Blackstone. I was like, shit. I'm going to be late to the motherfucker. So I walked up to the first hole, right? It was a big, fat ass hole. I walked up to her, I said, how much? She said, $100. I said, $100? I ain't got no fucking $100. What's your big Walmart looking ass? You better give me the rollback prices. So anyway, I kept on going. The next prostitute I walked up to, she had no ass at all. She had pancake pockets, y'all. Her booty was flat. I walked up to her, I said, how much? She said, $100. I said, shit, you better give me the flat rate. People say, Antoine, why the fuck you tell these prostitute jokes? I said, because I'm from Oakland, California, and my mother is a prostitute. But the good thing about having a mother that's a prostitute, I always got a father at home. It's blessings and negativity, baby. It's blessings and negativity. Yeah. But it might not be my father, but it's always a father at home, though. It's always one at home, man.
Hey, close the game.
Hey, see? My mother told me the same thing your mother told y'all. She said, Antoine, don't talk to strangers. I said, okay, mama, but hold on a minute. Them your clients. How the hell they gonna get in the house? My mother ain't the only dysfunctional thing in my family. I got an uncle that's a convict. He told me when I was 3 years old, he said, Antoine, you could be anybody in the whole wide world. I said, how can I do that, He said, steal somebody's ID. I'm like, so you mean to tell me identity theft is the way? He said, yes, it is. I got an auntie that every time she goes to the karaoke, she always turns into a crack moment, right? She always turns into a fucking crack moment every time she goes to the karaoke. So we at the karaoke, everybody singing the Banjo Boys, they singing Alicia Keys, they singing Sam Cooke. This bitch goes up to the DJ booth, go back outside, hit the crack, come back in, and walk to the DJ booth and say, DJ, do you got Ashford and Simpson solid as a rock? I said, this bitch. this shit, right, y'all? She like, solid, solid as a rock, that's what they sold me. And that's what I got. Solid. I said, Auntie, hold on a minute. I done heard that song 10,000 times. That song ain't got that many solids in it. She said, you ain't never bought your dope on Blackstone.
All right. Once again, thank you, Antoine Johnson, for a very funny spot there. We got our last comedian of the night, folks. Again, I want to thank you guys very much for supporting live comedy here in Central California, all over the world. As a matter of fact, we're on the World Wide Web, so we could be everywhere. So I want to thank you all for tuning in. Check us back again next week. New time, 8 p.m. next week, right here, wherever you're watching. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Mixer Live, all those. Check us out again next week, 8 p.m. And again, if you'd like to figure out how to get into our VIP room, direct message us. Direct message us through Lark Entertainment. Go to Mike Words Comedy. Send me a direct message as well. We'll get you guys all squared away and taken care of on that. Also, we'll get you into our backstage Zoom room, and you get it live, no delays. All the censoring will be turned off, so you can even hear us in all of our glory. So it'll be fantastic. So thank you again. Mike Words Comedy is where you can catch me on Instagram, Facebook, and again, Lark Entertainment for putting this whole thing together. Look them up on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all those great spots. So thank you again for joining us. Your last comedian tonight. Take it away, sir.
All right. Hey, thanks, Mike, you laughing whore. Good to be here with Quarantine Comedy. Thanks, Lark Entertainment, for doing this and giving me a purpose to live a little bit longer. My name is Trent, but all my friends call me Little Bitch. And I correct them. Hey, I'm not a little bitch. I'm a big bitch. Thank you. Yeah. People do change their opinion of me when they find out my sexual orientation. Like when they first meet me, they're like, oh, queer. But once they get to know me and find out I'm straight, they go, oh, douchebag. Liked you a whole lot better when you were gay. Funny. I never liked you. Online comedy is weird for a lot of comedians, but not for me. You know, I'm used to putting on a show with no audience. It's called marriage counseling. Yeah. I am a happily married man to my lovely wife, Janelle. We've been together for 4 years now, and being married is nice. Getting married is weird because weddings have themes these days. My wife and I got eloped. Our theme was cheap. We're smart. We're saving our money for divorce court, okay? Think long-term, people, okay? Yeah. Getting married's weird, man, especially with social media. When I changed my status from in a relationship to married, Facebook's follow-up question, no joke, was, what are you interested in? Men? Women? Both? I just linked my wife's profile to my page, and Facebook's like, come on, Trent, what are you really into? Huh? I'm into my wife, Facebook. Now, Grindr, on the other hand, whole different balls game. Really. Love is about trust. I'm finding that out. Love is about trust. My wife trusts me so much, she took my phone and installed the Find Friends app. Apparently, I married Dog the Bounty Hunter. But she pays the phone bill, so... Go ahead, honey. Stalk me. Anything for that free G network. Yeah, that's free stuff, though. Free stuff comes with a price. You ever think about that? Free stuff has baggage. You know, like free Wi-Fi. Yeah, I can watch The Matrix while I get hacked. Free condoms at the bar. Ugh, gross. But so are kids. Yoink! Okay. How much did you guys pay for this performance? That's the quality you're going to get. See how that works? Yeah. I love doing comedy, though, man. It gives me a break from my job. I just opened up my own business. It's a thrift store cigar shop. Second-hand smoke. It's going to be a hit. Or a real drag. I don't know. We shall see. You guys drinking out there in the internet world? You guys drinking? Or are you having Michelob Ultra? Which one is it, huh? Got real beef with Michelob. They got a lot of balls calling themselves Ultra. They're the weakest product. Aquafina has a higher alcohol content. Michelob Ultra is the Frisbee golf of beers. Such a pretentious drink. Did you know if you drink an entire six-pack of Michelob Ultra, you grow a man bun? No. I just hate the stuff, okay? I hate Michelob Ultra because it's impossible to get drunk off. I tried so hard one night, got pulled over. The cop's like, "You've been drinking." Yeah, Michelob Ultra. Pussy. Nice man bun, by the way. No! True story. For as bad as Michelob is, hey, at least it's not as terrible as Pabst Blue Ribbon. You know they got that a ribbon over 100 years ago, and they're still bragging? Pabst reminds me of the guy that peaked in high school and won't shut up about it. Do you remember when I was homecoming king? Do you remember when I dated Dana Dancy? Do you want fries with your order? I gotta watch out where I tell that joke, man. One night, this guy's like, "How dare you? We drink Pabst at our wedding. Tell him, sis." Yeah, don't tell that incest joke in Tulare County. Hits a little close to home for them. Sensitive subject. Yes. Speaking of alcohol, I'm a new parent. Yeah, that comes in handy. Yeah. My wife and I had our first child about a year ago. We named her Ruby because she's expensive. Baby formula is crazy pricey, like airport pricey. There's a reason they lock it up at Walmart, you know. Oh, man. But my wife insists that we get the baby formula that says Brain Booster. And I have to tell her, honey, we can't afford to send this kid to college. Not in this economy. Why don't we get the generic GED formula? And we'll pray she marries rich. Huh? Can't do that, though. No, you got to make mom happy, so I'm paying for the costly baby formula, man. I have never spent so much money on white powder before. Ooh, never mind. Really dropped the 8 ball on that one. I apologize. My dealer loves that joke. He really does. Something else about me. I graduated college with an English degree, and now I can get a job at Olive Garden. That's pretty sweet, you know. As a shift leader. Chicks dig it. But I majored in English because I am so fascinated with language. Probably why I do this stand-up thing. But I love language. Like, I'm so confused about one thing, though. Why is it you can be at a place sometimes, and then other times in a place? You know, you're at work, you're in school, you're at a bar, you're in rehab. Dark days. The rule is to be at a place, it's got to be an option to be there. And to be in against your will. You eat at a Mexican restaurant, then regret it in the bathroom. Like Montezuma's Revenge. Huevos rancheros. Mijo, get more TP. I ate at Kalima's, and now my ass is in the ring of fire. You guys are at home watching a comedy performance, and I am in denial of what's fucking funny. Makes sense. Makes sense. Hold the applause. Yeah, man. My general message to you guys tonight is try to use this quarantine time to better yourself. Always work on yourself. You can always improve in some ways. Like something I just did, a big change in my life. I don't watch porn anymore because I found something way better. Women's beach volleyball. These women are tan, fit, greased up, smacking white balls. Porn stars are so fake. You've heard them, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Step brother. Oh, no, not with volleyball players. They're authentic. Oh, get it. Serve. Oh, I'll get it. I'll serve it real good. Plus, they have their sponsors on their bodies like tattoos. You know, a Nike swoosh on the upper thigh looks like it's pointing, hey, this way. Put it in here. Just do it. Volleyball in general is a very sensual sport. The other night, I told my wife I think women's volleyball shorts are sexy. She went out and bought a pair. And guys, my ass looks fantastic in these things. Good game, everybody. Let's hit the showers. I'm Trent Babb, little bitch. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Wash your hands.